Homework 7 overview. So in this homework, you add some features to your homework 6 TicTacToe application. In this one, we actually determine a winner. So who's the winner? It's the first player to place 3 consecutive marks in a horizontal, vertical, or diagonal row. So let's see what we have to do in this homework. So we have to obviously determine a winner by row, column, or diagonally, or even a tie. We have to display the winner of the game in main, and we will update main.cpp game logic to play more than one game, allow the user to quit the game, and display winner of the game. So what do we have here? I think I went over the board last time, so I will go ahead and skip this section. If you need to get a refresher on that, you can watch last week's homework overview. And I also went over the vector. So let's see here. So how is a winner determined? So if this is a tic-tac-toe game, then x, 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 so this is the winner. And this is how the user sees the game. However, this is how a programmer sees the game, right? So we have the vector view, and this is a list of x's and o's. Index starts at 0, ends at 8. So notice x is at 0, 3, and 6. So these are positions 0, 3, and 6 for the developer. But for the user, they are 1, 4, and 7, okay? So you can see here, like a row winner is if they select 3 consecutive slots for 1, 2, 3, or 4, 5, 6, or 7, 8, 9, either with X's or O's. And diagonal wins are 1, 5, 9, 7, 5, 3 with O's and X's. And then we should have also column wins, right? So column wins are 1, 4, 7, 2, 5, 8, or 3, 6, 9, okay, from the user's perspective. And then you just have to remember to account for the -1 when you are writing the code, which you should have already in Markboard. Okay, so we have some new code that you have to either update or add. So green means you need to add a new function or a new variable. Blue means you update an existing class function. Okay, so for example here, game over, you have to update it. So let me see here. So you're going to update it to determine a winner by checking for row win or column win or diagonal win. And how's that? You will create new check row win, check column win, or check diagonal win private functions to help you accomplish this. If there's a winner, call the setWinner function and return true. Also, if the board is full, so if you check board full, if that is true, then it indicates a tie only if there was no winners, okay? Because someone can win on the 9th mark, okay? So you have to account for that too. Finally, return false if no winner and board not full, meaning the game can continue, it's not over. No change here, no change here, no change, no change. You have a new function, string get winner, you return winner. Obviously, winner will be a private data member. You have a new private function, check column win, and here you will check if someone won by comparing positions 1, 4, and 7, 2, 5, and 8, or 3, 6, and 9, either O's or X's, remember. Okay. And then you have to also create a new private function, check row win, and here you will check for O or X wins by comparing positions 1, 2, 3, or 0, 1, 2, or 4, 5, 6, or 7, 8, 9. Remember to account for the vector starting at 0, right? So from your perspective, you're always subtracting 1. So this is 3, 4, 5, and this is 6, 7, 8, okay? And you have another new private function, check for diagonal win, And this one, you check if O's or X's are in positions 159 or 048 or 642, right? So remember, we have to check position -1. Set winner is another private function you have to add. So if player is value X, then set the winner to O. Otherwise, set the winner to X. That's what you write in your function code. This one's okay. And then you add a new string winner private data member. This one stores the winner of the game, X, O, or C, for call it a tie. Okay. For the test cases, green means new, blue means update. So here, test first player set to X. How do you test this? Well, you have to create an instance of TicTacToe, call start game function with argument X, verify that get player returns X. For test player set to O, first player set to O, check that after you start the game with start game and you pass in the argument O, then when you call the verify utility with get player, then that should return O. Okay, so in your require assertion, get player should equal to O. Blue means to modify. So in this case, if you didn't set up your test case for homework 6 to finish in a tie, you will have to change it so that the game finishes in a tie. And you can do that on scratch paper, play TicTacToe, and then get the positions and change your test case with those positions, right? So you'll create an instance of the game, you'll call the start game function, call mark board 9 times, make sure the game finishes in a tie. After the game is over, verify the winner is C. So you should already have this test case, so you should only add at the very end, make sure that get winner is C. And also don't forget that if you didn't make it finish in a tie, then you have to change those numbers. Okay, so then you have to test win by first column. So create an instance of TicTacToe, call start game functions with argument X, set positions for first player X to 147, pick other positions for O, any position, right? So your goal here is to have X win on the first column. So for your test case, select anything other than 1, 4, or 7 for the position of O. And then finally verify that game over is true. Okay. Test win by second column, the same concept. Check for positions 2, 5, and 8 for X. Pick any other position but 2, 5, and 8 for O. Verify that game is over with the assertion. Likewise for test win by third column, you want to make sure that X wins on positions 3, 6, and 9. Pick any position for O other than 3, 6, 9. The required assertion should check that game over is true once X has 3, 6, and 9 filled in. Okay. Test win by first column, you check that X won on 1, 2, and 3. Again, any other positions for O. Test win by second column, 4, 5, 6. Same thing. Test win by third column, 7, 8, 9. Test win diagonally from top left, so 1, 5, 9 positions. Pick any other position for O, verify the game is over in the require assertion, right? Do not forget in all these test cases to check for game over after each marked board, because you want to check for false game over positives, right? So do not forget that. That's very important. You always want to shoot for high quality, and that's how we can check our code, right? After every marked board, make sure you call a require assertion and check that the game is not over. Okay. Finally, test win diagonal from bottom left. So create an instance of TicTacToe, call start game function, check position 753 after each marked board. Again, please check out, make a call to game over. Make sure it's false and it's not until the end where the game over should be true. Okay. So in main, make sure that the program will continue until the user decides to quit. Users can play more than one game, and make sure you display the winner of each game. It keeps the same functionality you had before. Also add data validation for correct input where required. For example, make sure you only get X or O, and make sure that they're giving you a number from 1 through 9. Okay, so that's where we can validate. And once you do that, then you should have a game now that allows a user to play the game of tic-tac-toe. Okay, so good luck. As always, post questions on the discussion board, and I strongly recommend that you work together to understand and complete these assignments. You'll learn a lot. Okay, so please do that.